Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice radio, so today I am going to be showing you a brand new Minior card, which I think has the potential to be a really, really fun new card. So, Minior, he's got 70 HP, he is a basic. This is good because it means that you can search him out with both Nest and Level Ball. Makes him easier to find. The typing is good given that he's going against cards like Umbreon GX, Tauros GX, Gumshoes GX, etc. But having said that, the first attack doesn't hit for weakness and the second attack should be one hit KOing anything, so kind of irrelevant maybe. Now, he has got a resistance to fighting and is weak to electric, and if anyone's wondering about that, it's because he is rock flying in the game. So he's fighting type because rock types become fighting in the game, but he's resistant to fighting, weak to electric, because he is flying type in the game as well. People who only play the TCG might be slightly confused by that, but now you know. Now, his first attack, I like his first attack. You look at it and it does 20 for a single energy. That's not very good. But he's a fighting Pokemon, so you can use strong energy to do 20 more. And you can use Choice Band to do 30 more to EXs and GXs. And you can use Professor Kukui to make it do 20 more. And it adds up quite nicely. So let's say you put one strong energy on there, it goes up to 40. Then you play a Professor Kukui and it goes up to 60. Then you put a Choice Band on there and it goes up to 90 against an EX or a GX for just a single energy. I can get on board with this. And of course, this attack is not affected by weakness or resistance. Meh. Or any other effects, and that's where we are loving it. Now, something like a Jolteon EX, for instance, uses Flash Ray. He's then invulnerable to basic Pokemon the following turn. Maybe you're playing an entirely basic deck. Well, in comes Minior, and Minior gets a nice, easy 2-hit KO on Jolteon. Now, it's a real shame you don't hit for weakness, because if you did, Swift would be able to one-hit KO a Jolteon. And of course, the unfortunate thing is that Jolteon will get a fairly easy one-hit KO on Minior, but still, it's a very handy thing to have in your back pocket. Maybe a better example is the Jirachi promo. He's got 60 HP, discards a special energy, and then gains immunity the following turn. Well, fighting decks do rely on strong energy, which means that in theory, Jirachi could be a real pain in the neck for these fighting type decks. Well, in comes Minior, one strong energy with a Professor Kukui, and then all of a sudden you're doing 60 damage, you're one-hit KOing Jirachi, and of course, because it's swift, it goes through the effect of Jirachi's attack, which would give him immunity. It's a really nice answer. It's a real shame it doesn't hit for weakness and KO Jolteon. That would have been awesome. But it's still an option against Jolteon, and it one-hit KOs Jirachi promo. I like it. Now, the second attack is a little bit pricey, 190 damage for free fighting energy. And then you knock yourself out. Now, the wording of this is really important, because if it did damage, then you would be able, at least in the expanded format, to use Protect Cube and stop the damage happening, and then just do 190 for free energy. Clearly that would be a little bit over the top, a little bit overpowered, so what we do instead is he gets knocked out. And it is Protection Cube, not Protect Cube. My apologies if I said that wrong before. So he is getting KO'd regardless. There doesn't seem to be a way around it, at least at the moment. We never know what will happen in the future. But that's alright. You're doing 190, but again, Strong Energy 210, or Professor Kukui 210, or one of each 230. You can build this up really nicely with just a Choice Band. And to be honest, if you're not against an EX or a GX, 190 will be fine. So if you are against an EX or a GX, you put a Choice Band up there. Now you're on 220. Strong Energy 240. You should be able to one-hit KO anything with this. It's kind of like a GX attack, I suppose. A really powerful one-shot attack which is going to get you a prize. Now, you've got to give up a prize, so as far as I'm concerned, there are 3 situations where Minior comes in really handy. First of all, you're giving up 1 prize. So as long as you can take 2 prizes with Minior and not use too many resources in the process, you're winning that trade. You're trading 1 prize for 2. He's useful if you're taking your final 2 prizes. You knock out an EX or a GX, take your last 2 prizes. It doesn't matter if you're giving up a prize if you're winning the game. And the third option, and this is really where I've talked about with GX attacks in the past, if you just need something gone. There's a Tauros in the active, you cannot one-hit KO it, you don't want it to hit you back hard and you hit him, you've got to get rid of this Tauros, in comes Minior. If there's one threat on your opponent's side of the field that you just cannot get rid of, that you have no other way to KO, Minior's got your back. And let's not forget that because he's a basic, you can use Ninja Boy with Minior here. You're attacking with a Zygarde, you've got 2 energy on, your opponent is looking like they're building up for a big one-hit KO the next turn, you Ninja Boy into Minior, add a 3rd energy, and off you go. Now it does cost you 3 energy, and that is a little bit awkward. But if you can get the energy, the second attack is really good. And let's not forget, he is a basic, so you can use Choice Band. He is a fighting Pokemon, so you can use Carbink Break. It's not the most difficult way to get energy on. He is a basic, he is a fighting, there are options here. Second attack is expensive, but if you can use it, it's really, really good. And it gives you an out against things like Jolteon, and it's a really, really good counter for Jirachi promo. So I'm giving Minior a good, solid 3 Wassies. I don't think he's great in every deck. I do think the second attack is overpriced, and a 70 HP, and if you are Ninja Boying into Minior, do remember that you must have 60 or less damage to Ninja Boy into Minior without immediately being KO'd. But all of that aside, you can one-hit KO anything. Swift is a really useful attack, and he is a basic. He's got to be worth a look. Now, you know the deal, ladies and gentlemen. There is a comment section. Go nuts, be nice. There are buttons to both like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'd be a very happy camper if you would use them both. You can find me on Twitter @TheWassie, and the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.